Oh, nice. That sounds really brilliant. We know you do a lot of tweeting also. We're going to come to that in a bit.
I'm sure it's because of the tweeting you called me, not anything else, right?
We want the fans to come at you today, right?
Yeah.
Well, I must confess, I'm a tad aggressive on Twitter. I know. Yeah, because what can I say? I have love for Chelsea. That's my team.
Okay. And that's exactly why you're here to join us today. We know the game between Chelsea and Liverpool is coming up tomorrow.
Oh, yes.
But let's just dial a while back. Let's just want to find out how exactly you became a Chelsea fan, how long ago, and why did you start supporting the club?
Well, I was looking for a club to support when I came to Lagos in 1990. I came to Lagos in 1999. 1999. Now, if I want to support a club, I love the way Manchester United were playing.
Right.
Because David Beckham would throw, would flick long crosses. Then Paul Scholes is actually my boy, the person I structure my own football playing after, So, yeah, that's like one of my best midfielders of all time, Paul Scholes. But, I just realized something then, and when it happened many years later, the Manchester United fans understood. You know why? Because the club was structured not as a Manchester United tradition. The tradition was Alex Ferguson. So I said to myself, if Alex Ferguson leaves, how are they going to continue this tradition? So I said they built the team around the man. Alex Ferguson can use Aimba FC and win Champions League. That's Alex Ferguson for you. So I said, if he leaves, and he's not getting any younger, if he leaves, I'm going to suffer, really. So I started looking around and everything. Then, I watched Chelsea. I said, you know what? Why I like Chelsea? They are an understated team. They are good. That was in 1998. I'm very sure that they can improve. No stress. Will be regarded as a mid-table team. I didn't even know that Abramovich was coming in with his heavy wallet.
Loads of money.
With loads of money. So I just opted for Chelsea. My father was a Chelsea fan too, So I said, okay, what the heck? Let's make this a family tradition. All my children, my wife doesn't even like football, but she's a Chelsea fan.
Wow, great.
Okay.
That's how it is. I'm not in that someone will come and say, oh, my first son is Liverpool, my second son is Arsenal, then my daughter is Manchester United. You are just breeding a family, a confused future for you.
Oh, wow.
That's what I do.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's an
so,
that's
what happened.
But wait, when that happens, doesn't that create a very good football atmosphere in the house where you have diverse angles and supportership at home? When different people different
the way you're saying it looks like your own family is that diverse, isn't
it? Actually, it's like that, actually.
See, let me tell you something. Look, I know I already face diversity outside. If you walk down the road, you're going to see many things. So when I come back to my house, I want everything to be congruent and everybody to be in. So if we are supporting football, all of us, we are the same color, sitting down. And my wife doesn't even like football, but she's sad when Chelsea loses. That's what I feel. I mean, how are you going to let your children that I pay school fees for, will come and wake up and be telling me, Daddy will beat you? Daddy, no, it's not going to happen. So that's why I feel
where they lost to Madrid and his son was laughing at him.
You mean who? Messi, right?
Yeah, he lost to Madrid, El Clasico, and his son was laughing at him.
Can you imagine that? And I feed you. Can you imagine that? No. But seriously, I feel children should be given a freedom especially in what they want to choose to do in life. But that freedom doesn't apply to football for me. Sorry.
Okay. Very interesting thought. So you talked about how you didn't even envisage that Chelsea were going to be such a big team. We know Chelsea are going to win a
No, I never did. And that time, in fairness, football rivalry wasn't as strong as this. So I could slide into any team and, yeah, I just wanted peace of mind, and Chelsea gave me, and not too much expectations. And all of a sudden, I started seeing, movements in the club, and this guy was on his way to buy Tottenham, then saw Chelsea from a helicopter. I said, "Where's that?" Then he now made a detour, went to Stamford Bridge, and the rest, as they say, is history.
It's history. Okay, so speaking of your time as a Chelsea fan, what is your favorite memory?
Favorite memory would be when Chelsea clinched when Drogba kicked in that last penalty kick, Champions League, and because of that, Arsenal fans can't make noise because, they can't make noise. Any Arsenal fan, try it. If you are a Chelsea fan, Arsenal fans start making just sliding Champions League. Even if we are talking about the Charity Shield and Chelsea is not playing, then Arsenal, they start bragging, and if they just put Champions League there, they'll be quiet in the land. That's why I'm faithful. I'm very happy. I'm very grateful to Drogba for that was a nerve-wracking thing he did, and it was nice. That's one of my first memories. Then the second one was when Mourinho came back. Two things: when Drogba came back to Chelsea, and when Mourinho came back. I had goose pimples all over my body. I was so happy. But Mourinho, messed it up 6 months later. Started costing all the players like he's doing now in Tottenham. I just don't get this guy. You get your player comes into, Amazon recorded some intimate scenes with Mourinho and his players.
The All or Nothing series.
Yeah, and Danny Rose comes into this. These guys are kids. So, all you have to do is just say, hey, okay, Danny, look, listen to me. Okay, I have a deal for you. Now, if you can impress me so much in training, I'm going to give you a chance. But you have to impress me also. Can you do the same thing you do at training? There's how you can. But he's just there telling him that Mourinho doesn't know how to handle people because he's very arrogant. And that is what impedes his genius as a manager sometimes, because he gets into cat fights with players. Whether you like it or not, the players are richer than you. How can you look at, if I have Paul Pogba in my club and I were a coach, the way I would talk to Paul Pogba. And Mourinho used to do that. Mourinho went to Inter Milan and told Milito that Milito is the best striker in the world. And Milito believed it and started banging in goals. After Mourinho left, I've not heard of Milito again. That's what Mourinho used to do, but I don't know what happened along the way. And, I think it really fiddles with his tactical genius, and his players don't play for him anymore. And every club he goes to, if he doesn't change that attitude. So that was when he came back to Chelsea, I was very excited. When Drogba came back to Chelsea too, I was excited too. Yeah. So those are the times. Yeah.
Okay, good thing you're not just with us on Instagram Live. You're also live on radio with us. For those listening, City 1051 FM, number one lifestyle station. Go right there to our Instagram Live on Instagram at City 1051 and watch this amazing live session with Frank Edoho. In case you're wondering what
that's cool. That's cool.
Now, picking up from Mourinho, you talked about him. For most fans, most Chelsea fans in recent years, he's like the greatest manager of all time. Do you share that view?
Oh. Yeah, I agree. Mourinho is the greatest Chelsea manager of all time. You see, let me tell you about. You're right. Now, Mourinho was in charge of putting Chelsea back on the map. Nobody, with winning trophies, Mourinho was the one that energized that philosophy of winning trophies, and energized also the other philosophy that Stamford Bridge is a fortress. Do you understand? Anybody that goes to Stamford Bridge, they'll be sweating to get a goal. Mourinho says, if you don't win, don't lose. Don't you dare lose. That's why we could build gargantuan defenders like Ricardo Carvalho, and John Terry, Ivanovic, and the rest. That was Mourinho's theory. So he didn't win us the Champions League, and I'm sure he regrets it. But I will have you know that Mourinho is the greatest Chelsea manager. Now, Di Matteo, I have respect for him because he won the Champions League. But after the Champions League, people were stammering us like 5-0, 4-0. You understand? You can't do that, then not continue at least in that tradition for like a year. People were they were beating, destroying us. I mean, I remember when Falcao, we played I think then the UEFA, the Super Cup. My brother, it was hell. It was hell. I think so. So, yeah, what I feel is that yes, I mean, Di Matteo won us the Champions League, but whether you like it or not, Mourinho is the greatest Chelsea manager ever, period.
Okay, so you talked about 4-0s, 5-0s. Last season, Chelsea started their season with a 4-0 loss away to Man U. Being frank, what's your thoughts on the current manager, Lampard?
Super Frankie Lampard. That's a Chelsea legend. Frank Lampard is a Chelsea legend. He contributed enough for the club. Then he had a stint in he had a managerial stint in the last club he was. That was Derby.
Yeah.
He had a managerial stint. Then that was enough for him to come in, and I like that he came and used youngsters to at least get us to qualify for the Champions League, even if we couldn't buy players. Now, Lampard's tactics, I don't know about Lampard's tactics. Let me just be frank with you. I don't know about Lampard's tactics.
You have to be,
I love Lampard. I have to be. I love Frank Lampard. I feel Frank Lampard is a Chelsea legend. But in terms of tactics, you see, when you want to be a football manager and you look at the players you have at your disposal, you have to know how the best lineup, given the players you have, the best lineup and the best formation for that lineup that could give you at least a draw. I don't know if my manager has that skill, but I do know something, that Frank Lampard as a legend has he has the antecedent in him to transfer to the player and say, hey, this is Chelsea Football Club. I want you to use all your talent to make us win that match. He has that ability. But tactically, I don't know yet. Let's see what he has to offer. So that's all I have to say. Really. That 4-0, okay, go ahead.
Yeah, we'll come to tactics in a bit when we're talking about the Liverpool.
All right.
Now, Chelsea have signed players. How would you rate the transfer window from Chelsea so far this season?
Chelsea wins the transfer window by wonderful miles. We win the transfer window. I mean, nobody is buying. Manchester United,
of course,
they've been trying to sign Sancho for 2 years. Manchester United. And they told them, oh yeah, bring money, collect the boy. They are not doing that. Now, even if they are rivals to us, I still have a lot of sympathy for them, because, I mean, everybody should be on a level playing field. Excuse the pun. I mean, they should have equal opportunities, especially the top 6, equal opportunities to buy. That's when we'll now know who's really powerful. You have money, you have the players. Let's see who's the best. Now, if Chelsea wins the Premier League, which I doubt this season, I mean, everybody's going to say, hey, we bought the league. But they forgot that we sold Hazard, we sold Morata, we sold a couple of players. We used all that money. We were banned for two transfer windows. We couldn't buy. So we used the money, and everybody's complaining. I hear Jurgen Klopp flapping his mouth and saying that Chelsea's buying and we are not like Chelsea. That's very hypocritical of him, because if we count everybody he bought Kepa, bought Salah, bought all those people, and if you put them alongside Chelsea's team of last week, it's still more money than what Chelsea has to offer. So Chelsea has to buy. He's just angry that his fellow countryman decided to shank him and come to Chelsea. That's Werner.
Okay.
What can we do?
One of the signings so far, alongside Alex,
which of them are you most excited about at Chelsea?
Werner. Yes, I'm excited about Werner because you see Havertz, the kind of football Havertz plays, it requires a tactical manager that can use him to given the players that are around. You understand? You know, okay, there's N'Golo Kante next, there's Kovacic, sorry. So how are you going to put him so that he just slides in and does what he does effortlessly and contributes massively to the team? I don't envy football managers because they are toying with very many variables, many factors, and to combine it to get a result is very hard. But if you have big signings like Havertz, like Werner, you have Ziyech, you have Pulisic, there's no excuse anymore. There's no excuse anymore. You should, make use of that. I feel Lampard will be successful this season in terms of top 4. But even then, I'm scared because we have one factor that will kill us, and that is Kepa. Kepa.
Okay. Let's talk about Kepa, because you tweeted yesterday evening in response to a question talking about Chelsea's chances against Liverpool, and you talked about Kepa is between the stakes. All Salah must do is take a shot from outside the box. But you also went to say that Caballero himself is not so much great. So what happens for Chelsea in goal tomorrow when they take on Liverpool?
Let me tell you the truth. If we win, I'll be very happy. Unexpectedly so. Unexpectedly so. But I'm not expecting us to win tomorrow. I'm just saying this. Chelsea fans, you see the problem I have with Chelsea fans. Yeah, they can be, I'm sorry, but they can be deluded. Because they can be very deluded. Just because you have Havertz, you have Ziyech, you have Pulisic. Anyway, Pulisic is not playing. Let's say you have Havertz, you have Werner, and Kovacic is coming back. That is not enough to save you from the barrage of shots you are going to get from Mane. So I always confuse them. From Mane, from Salah, from Firmino, from even Fabinho that likes taking shots outside the 18-yard box. Who's going to save you? So you need a defense. Last week, I was impressed by the duo of Zuma and Christensen. Zuma just came up, was very energetic. Maybe it's because of the prospect of Thiago Silva joining. And also the prospect of these young players coming is an exciting, bold new world. But that is not enough for us to think that, because of this news, we're going to win. Look, when it comes down to physics, when it comes down to pound for pound comparison with the goalkeeper, Liverpool wins easy tomorrow. That's what I feel. You have to change the keeper. Yeah, that's it.
Well, for now, you're stuck with Kepa and Caballero, and I'm sure you're
Thank you very much.
You were impressed with Zuma and Christensen last time out because Thiago is not fit to play. I'm sure you'd have wanted Thiago Silva in that defense right away.
Yes.
Will you still stick with Zuma and Christensen ahead of Rudiger in that defense?
Please, when we're talking football, don't call Rudiger. Please, don't call Rudiger. Rudiger is not. Oh, Jesus Christ! I mean, when you think of John Terry, you think of Ricardo Carvalho. Even you think of people like Alex. Well, you think of Alex. You think of Ashley Cole.
Dallas.
Can you call Rudiger in that bracket? Can you mention, you even as not a Chelsea fan, that you say Rudiger? Rudiger is just someone that is energetic. Hey, this. But look, we didn't. You are not a motivational speaker. You are a footballer, and you're supposed to play football. And he makes some mistakes. Look at what Zuma was doing. No nonsense. Zuma, there was one ball that Zuma was practically alone. The ball was coming. Nobody was near him. Zuma cleared the ball out. I was shouting. I said, thank you. See, there are some balls you look like someone like Lucas Radebe. Lucas Radebe from Leeds.
Yeah.
Lucas Radebe there was a ball that was coming. His player was there. The opponent was there. Lucas Radebe went in, cleared the ball, the opponent and his own player out. He didn't even tell the guy sorry. The guy that received the kick, his own player, just didn't even complain because he knows that that's how that's what he does. He didn't even get angry. The guy cleared both of them out. That is what a defender is. Rudiger is going like he's doing like this, waiting for you and holding you. What is that? You're not a defender. And you see, for the fact that you are a football player and you get paid tens of thousands of pounds every week, if you give me 5,000, we pay to play at Campus Square, at Front Turf. We pay to play. You should see what we do. You should see what we do. Even we don't have the strength. So I mean, when people now say no, let's give him time to grow, I said this is not a farm. It is a football. Yeah, you have to. If you have been chosen, you know people don't. Maybe people are not as passionate about football as I am, especially the players. Like I mean, I watch England playing, and they are playing as if they are doing England a favor. You understand? I'm wondering who are these idiots, little idiots, coming to pose. You see Dele Ali coming to pose for as if this is the only person I was like energetic and doing was Sterling. Everybody's doing because you have Instagrams, you're posing, you're saying hey, this. If I'm a national team coach, before you even enter, you will send my wife flowers, say thank your husband for allowing me to play for this wonderful country. That's the problem we have. That's the problem we're having. Everybody's posing, and if I'm national team, anyway, they can't even make me. If I'm national team coach, you will know that all that you're posing will stop. I'll seize all your phones first. Nigerians will be. You are in training. See, when Luka Modric won the Champions League, then went to World Cup, I checked his Instagram feed. The guy only tweeted after Champions League, said thank you to our Madrid fans. Till after World Cup, he didn't even post on Instagram. And that's why he got to second. Your Nigerian brothers are doing shaku shaku. They are doing shaku shaku. Playing for my country, wearing my country's colors and stepping out. And you are using it for your... You see, football has changed. Those days when Pele them used to be... Pele said his manager used to tell them not to read newspapers. Don't read newspapers while you are in the World Cup because people will be praising you. Get into your head. They cut everything, and that's the same thing for social media. Why are you doing shaku shaku at the expense of my country's glory? That's the problem. That's the problem.
Frank, you're not the Super Eagles manager, thankfully.
Thankfully.
If you were in the shoes of Frank Lampard ahead of such a big clash, Chelsea have not been able to beat Liverpool more than once in the last 6 matches. What exact formation and team lineup will you put out there for the match at Stamford Bridge tomorrow? Okay,
based on that. All right. So what I'll do is that I'll take off Reece James. Nope, Reece James. Because Reece James is right back. He is not a winger. Maybe he's a good winger. So what I'll do is this. I'll put Aspilicueta, put Christensen again, Zuma, and Alonso again. Yes, yes, them? Alonso.
Who's behind them? Who is in goal?
I'm avoiding that. That's
the one I want you to answer. That's the one I want. Anyone is okay.
You know what? I'll put Kepa there. Why?
Okay.
Because I'll put Kepa there because Kepa has a lot. He's feeling the pressure now. There's a new keeper coming. And also, he is trying as much as possible to impress. I don't know what's going on with him. I don't know what the heck is going on with him. But I'll still put him. Caballero, I won't put because Caballero knows his second choice to even a keeper that is not that good. You understand? So he's not going to do a lot of things. So I prefer Kepa. He has a lot more to lose. Then we go to this thing. I put Aspilicueta, Christensen, Christensen, Zuma, and Alonso. Now, All right. I put Kante and Kovacic.
Okay. Yeah.
Jorginho rest.
Right.
Okay.
How many do I have there? That's six. Right?
7 players.
That's
now,
6.
7. Plus the keeper, 7 players.
No, no, I'm not counting the keeper.
Okay,
10. I'm counting 10. Okay. All right.
6 players.
Okay. 6 players. Okay. Now, then I put Havertz in front of Kovacic and Kante. Havertz in front of Kovacic. All right. Now, but the problem I'm having now is that I don't know if Pulisic is fit.
No, he's not.
He's not fit.
No.
Oh, wow. Okay. So in that case, I will put, just listen to me, follow me on this. I'll put Reece James in front.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right wing.
Where Hudson-Odoi is supposed to be. I'm not going to put Hudson-Odoi. Hudson-Odoi. I'm not going to put Hudson-Odoi there on the right. I'll put, since I don't have Pulisic, I'll put Hudson-Odoi here, Havertz in the middle, then Werner in front.
Okay.
That's it.
That's a very good information you're asking me.
Yeah. So because now Reece James doesn't have to track back too much, and he doesn't do it often very well. So I know that Aspilicueta has that place covered. Then Reece James is there. Hudson-Odoi here. If I don't put Hudson-Odoi here, I'll put Mason Mount because he has the hustle. I'll put Mason Mount there. Then Werner in front. That's it. Then pray to God that Salah is in a bad mood.
So
one of our listeners, Doski, says if you're going to play Reece and Aspilicueta, then it should be 3-5-1 then. What do you think?
3 at the back.
3-5. No. Forget that 3. That this Liverpool front people will eat those 3 people in front. Because in Liverpool, they play an attacking game. And remember that Arnold is still running in. Arnold is still there. Arnold is here. Robertson is here. Mane.
Also
Mane is there. Mane is there. Fabinho is there. Then Salah is there. Then Firmino. Come on now. You can't play 3. You can't play 3. They'll eat you up. Because all your guys in front, Kovacic will go more in front. Kante will start. So it's going to be all over. Don't try 3 when you're playing Liverpool. Let's play 4 and hold them and keep them on the counter attack because Werner likes to make those runs. You understand? But if you want to play 3, they'll gobble us up. That's what I feel. I'm no coach, but that's how I look at it. Yeah. That's
score
it.
Score prediction at the end of tomorrow's match.
Man, those guys, Salah, Arnold,
nightmares, yeah.
Do you know that last season, every set piece, when Chelsea concedes a corner, we're most likely to concede a goal. Last season, it's too the factors militating against Chelsea in terms of non-availability of those new players. Chilwell is not there. Ziyech is not there. Thiago Silva is not there. Pulisic, one of our best players from last season, is not there. I'm not going to flatter myself and put myself and say, oh, we're going to win. So, the best we can get, to me, is a draw. But Liverpool, with Kepa in the Liverpool will beat us. No forget.
Okay. So finally, before we let you go, a lot of signing, a year to adapt. What is the expectation at the end of the season for this Chelsea side? What is good enough for you?
No, I feel top 4. Top 4 is good enough for me. It's next season that I have no excuses anymore. We're just trying to build because we're trying to see if we can incorporate a playing system with all these boys coming in and link all those boys from the academy. Reece James has been good from the academy. I love Mason Mount, although most Chelsea fans don't really rate him. I don't know why. Well, I love Mount. Sometimes he doesn't perform as he's supposed to because many people have bad days. But I like Mount. I like Reece James. And Abraham, I loved Abraham until the swagger started. Abraham was, he started, feeling as if, you see the problem. Check this thing. All these young boys, when they start shining a bit, especially the black boys, and let their origin not be Nigerian. Check it. Fikayo Tomori. Always with phone. Hey, this is my, where is he now? Pam. Abraham, you are banging in goals. So sit down. Stop. Just look at what this little boy came in and did. Billy Gilmore. Billy Gilmore was the reason why we beat Liverpool when we beat them.
Yeah.
Yes, he handled that midfield, although he had an injury later. He handled that midfield, held it well. You will not see him on Instagram. The last picture he took, he brought his whole family to Stamford Bridge to do picture as if he were a tourist. But our black Nigerian boys will be going on Instagram, snapping and showing, yo.
It's for the brand.
That is the see, you can't have a brand. You see, that's the problem. That's the thing with we Nigerians, and even black people in the world. We are thinking about, they rush to the brand. There must be work behind the brand. Look at Cristiano Ronaldo. How old is Cristiano Ronaldo again?
35.
He has, they say, after training, he's the first to get to training, last to leave. Then he gets home, he invites Marcelo for lunch, and Marcelo comes, and Marcelo says he brings out some leaves for them to eat. Leaves. He says he doesn't eat meat like that. Leaves. After that, he tells Marcelo, do you know what we can do? Marcelo said, well, what's fun can we do? He said, let's go and play football in his backyard. That is somebody who puts in the work. Then the brand comes out. You can't go and be branding yourself when there's no work behind. Now, can you be a brand and be in the bench? You can't be a brand in the bench. So you have to put the work, and that's the problem I'm having with all these boys. So I feel that top 4 is a reasonable target for Chelsea.
Will Chelsea get a trophy this season? Which one are they winning? FA Cup, League Cup? At least those ones they should be able to win those ones.
I would have said FA Cup, but Anthony Taylor is going to be one of the referees. So he's going to, he hates Chelsea. I'm sure he's a closeted Arsenal fan. He did it to us 2 seasons. That guy, he's even the guy. I just talked about him, and he appeared in the Leeds. When you talk of the devil, they will appear. That's him. Anyway, what I'm saying is that I am not going to put any importance in trophies this season. What my trophy would be, our team gelling together. Gelling together, and that's my trophy this season. I don't care for anything this season, as far as we get into top 4. But next season, that's where the problem will come, because next season, we're now going to know where we have deficiencies, and we buy and now set the team, then we go for glory. That's what I feel. And in terms of the season, the teams are looking great. I feel Leeds will be great. I feel Everton will be great. I feel Arsenal will be great. Because Arsenal, because they have a new manager. The new manager is not waiting for big signings. That's why when I go back to the view of knowing what you have and knowing how to make use of what you have at your disposal to the best, to the utmost and optimum capacity. That is a skill. No, boys. My son. Say hello. Say hello.
Hello.
Say hello.
Hi.
Hello.
All right, Jaden, come say hello. Go say hello. This is Jaden. Jaden, say hello to them.
How are you?
He acts shy, but this one is the. So, all right. All right. No. I'll get the food. I'm just finishing. I'll finish up here. I'll get the food for you. I'll go upstairs. Go upstairs. I'm working. Go. Go with your brother.
Yeah, before we let you go, who wins the Premier League this season? Yeah.
That's. I know it's not going to be Liverpool. It's not going to be Liverpool.
Oh, okay.
It's not going to be Liverpool. So I'm suspecting either Man City. If it's not Man City, I should stop with Man City. If it's not Man City, then incredibly, you might laugh, but it may be Chelsea. Man City or Chelsea.
I don't know. Thank you so much, and all the very best in the game tomorrow against Liverpool.
Yeah. I'm not really expecting anything, but hey, if I get a win, I'll take it. Yeah. Before I go, do you guys have like a podcast or do you have like a program that you guys are doing?
Yeah. Normally or on air right now.
No. Forget.
Like online.
Yeah. That's for what's the private thing you are doing? The thing you are doing, because I'm Scum. I love City FM. I love City FM a lot, and I have a couple of friends there and everything. But as broadcasters, please think about this. You can do it in combination with your primary work, but you need to do something outside to increase your brand, because you're putting in the work for CDFM, and that's fine. Beautiful. Yeah, adding to the enormity of the station. But you need to improve yourselves, because right now, everybody, you see this thing you're doing now, there are some private people out there that don't even know about sports, don't have the professionalism you do in undertaking your tasks, and they are making a killing because of the vacuum you created by not doing that too, So I implore you, I don't want you to answer on air, of course, but I'm just putting in advice. Don't answer on air. But you need to do your own. Everybody needs to do their own thing. If you are this talented, you need, especially in broadcasting, especially in entertainment, you can't be an actor now without learning how to be a producer, director, or DOP. You can't be a broadcaster without, having your own little syndication, outside. That's the advice I have. And that's what has helped me. I'm not done who wants to be a millionaire for 3 years, but I went into all this production thing, which I've always had in mind. And now I have a production company. I'm doing productions, creating content and stuff like that in this era we find ourselves. So please, on the side, you need to have a YouTube channel, you need to have your podcast, you need to go meet a company and say, hey, I could design a 1-minute shorts for you on our station, brand it, you record it and give them, this is how it's going to look. Okay, let me do it for you for 1 month, free. If you like the traction, then we can talk business. And that's it. You have to. But you're still in City FM and you're doing your thing, but you're doing other things. That's the advice I have for you.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Frank.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, please.
Great having you.
No problem.
Hopefully we'll have you on this some other time soon. Thank you very much.
No problem. I'm always available. Just reach out to me. I'll be listening to your other interviews and interactions with other people. Thank you for giving me this privilege. God bless you.
All right.
You too. Have a wonderful day, Frank.
Yeah. Okay. Bye-bye.